Hey mini bike friends, Dan Przowski here from allaboutminibikes.com and our All About Minibikes garage. And today we're going to step back in time. We're going to find out why vintage mini bikes completely took over America during the 1960s and the 1970s. You might be wondering that. You've probably seen the classic ads before. I know I post them. Kids flying down dirt roads, engines roaring, huge smiles on their face, and just maybe you wondered, what made these little machines such a massive craze back in the 60s and the 70s? Well, today I'm going to explain how mini bikes went from backyard experiments to full-blown cultural movement. And I want you to watch to the end of this video because I'm going to have some rare photos of mini bikes and some video on that. So it's going to probably really interest you. So let's get started with the origins. Okay, so if you've noticed or you're taking note of looking around the surroundings, you can see my black cards look like they're backwards, and that's because I wanted to do this video. I didn't have anybody video me, so I really wanted to get it out because it's such a great topic that I just decided to do it myself. So when things look reversed, that's the reason why. But anyway, let's get back to the origins of the mini bikes, okay? It started in the late 1950s. With Ray McCrena at Little Indian, they started in 1959. But 1950s, early 1950s, early 1960s for a lot of them. There were a lot of those people who were tinkering around, auto people and that, cutting up tubing and stuff like that, putting them together with some lawnmower engines, and basically creating what was going to be called mini bikes. They were cheap, they were simple, and they were fun. And it was a do-it-yourself spirit that kicked these things off, you know, just guys doing it in their garages or in the shops, right? But before long, companies that made the Tote Goat, Fox, Rupp, Bonanza, they saw this opportunity to mass produce these things and then make a lot of money besides make a lot of people happy. And so by the mid-1960s, they weren't just homemade projects anymore. They were showing up in catalogs and garages all across America. For instance, my 1969 Runner. So now started the catalog craze, okay? This is where the real boom got going for itself, okay? Retail giants like Sears, Penney, Montgomery Ward, they all jumped in on this selling mini bikes right out of their catalogs. And think about it. You could literally buy a mini bike where the same place that your mom and your dad shop for a lawnmower or for your clothing or anything like that, because that's what the department stores were like. They were like the Amazon of today. Sears, Montgomery Ward, Penney, there were just other ones. And then you had your ads out there that were just saying, hey, for a few $100, tons of fun, it's great, it's really good. And it did. For a kid, I know if you got on a mini bike when you were a kid back then, it was like freedom. Freedom, you're on this powered vehicle that's taking you wherever you want to go, even though it was probably only around the neighborhood. It gave you a feeling of being a type of an adult or something like that. So that was what really started the big boom. So the golden years were in the 1970s, late 1960s, early 1970s, mid 1970s, through to there. They were everywhere, these bikes were. You'd find them at gas stations, hardware stores, racetracks. Families rode them together. Backyard races were weekend traditions at some places. And if you didn't have one like I didn't, either a neighbor had one or somebody at school or somebody in the neighborhood, you always saw them everywhere. They were just fun to have, and so they were everywhere. And every brand had its own personality on top of that too. Like the Rupp Roadster was sleek, the Fox Thunderbolt was rugged, and the Sears Puncher or Montgomery Ward's 8-horsepower monster promised pure power. Mini bikes even made their way into pop culture. They were in magazines, commercials, and even Hollywood scenes. I can remember them right now. It's just like it was yesterday. So what happened? Why did mini bikes fade away like that in the late 1970s? Well, a lot of things happened, but the core of it really is this, that by the mid to late 1970s, there were new safety laws, insurance restrictions, and the rise of full-size dirt bikes started to push the mini bikes right out of the market. The Honda XR75, and it came out in 1973, 1974, had the Yamaha YZ88. You still had other bikes that I don't consider mini bikes. which were still around already at that time, the Honda Z50, QA50. They had transmissions on them, so I really didn't consider them mini bikes. They didn't have pull start motors either. But the point was that they had these and they were coming in and they were great bikes, very, very reliable. So they pushed these mini bikes away and faded them into obscurity for a while. And so that brings us to today, the vintage mini bike revival. There's collectors, restorers, builders, like us here at allaboutminibikes.com and our All About Minibikes garage. We're keeping that 60s and 70s spirit alive. You can still find and rebuild the classics. You can find the frames. You can find the parts. You can even build your own modern version, like our XR Rocket here. It's a retro that it takes a lot after our 1969 Sears runabout, just bigger and more reliable. The mini bike boom may have started 60 years ago, but the passion, that's still here right now today, especially at All About Minibikes. Okay, mini bike friends, so I'm going to show you some video of some vintage mini bikes, the ones we were talking about, coming up right now. But if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to hit the like button at the bottom. Please subscribe, share with your friends. Please go to our site, allaboutminibikes.com, and sign up for our totally free newsletter where we talk about mini bikes, what's going on, what's not. It's only once or twice a week will I post on, send you that newsletter. You can also go to allaboutminibikes.com and either get our XR Rocket, a complete mini bike, or just the frame. We also sell 6-inch tires and rims, inner tubes, foot pegs, seats, handlebar grips, everything like that at our site. If you have questions, you can always email me from there also, and I can help set you up with whatever you need. So thanks for watching. Check out these mini bikes I'm about to show you. Hit the share button with somebody else so they can enjoy what you just enjoyed. Thanks. Take care. I'm here in Cleveland, Ohio at the museum, picking up my mini bike from the Mini Mania show that they had going on this summer, and everybody's here to pick up their bikes, and there's just some really beautiful bikes you'd like to take with you. So I just thought I'd show you guys this. A lot of these are Greg Castillo's. He's in Cleveland, Ohio. I don't know if I'm moving too fast for you guys. Let's see if I can get a little better video so you can check them all out.
Yeah, that's why I like the Mr. Power Show, if they're going to do it again. So, okay, so basically, it's all on yeah, that's what it is. I really want to, especially just sort of take that out on the street. Yeah. So. I just hate to see Oh, I think here's the
You can leave comments and questions below. Please like and share us. You can also go to our website, allaboutminibikes.com, and sign up for our free newsletter. Check out our website, allaboutminibikes.com, for our books, our XR Rocket. You can buy just the frame or the whole thing, and we also sell the wheels, seat, controls, all that stuff separately.